Hello, boys and girls! Last time we rushed in to get some red signs automated in this Bobs and Angels run, without me properly explaining all the differences to the vanilla game. So let's do that while the science trickles in and some research is happening. As already mentioned, we have many different ores, which is understandable, after all this is an alien planet. So we might also expect that the processes involved there to be different. We have to crush the ore first before we can smelt it into plates. As a side product we get crushed stone out, which we need because there is no stone patches. At least I have not seen any yet. Then we have these grey belts, which are half the speed of yellow but have the same recipe. The biggest hurdle we had to overcome was the building blocks of electronics. We needed a wooden board into which we infused copper wire circuit paths only to get to red science. Now let me put down some miners and smelting for the red ore, rubite and the brown bobmonium so that we have the materials on stock when we need them. Guess what? These crushed ores cannot be smelted as such. Seems we need another processing step. We can put the crushed bobmonium in a sorter and get slag, silicon and tin out of it. However, we still cannot smelt the ore. This looks like a whole process. The ore gets cast into ingots, which are then molten down before it is cast into plates. This hints at a lot of optimization potential further down the line. Oh goody! Lead is even more complicated as we need oxygen gas as input and get sulfur dioxide as a byproduct. Luckily, we can just burn off the gas in a flare stack and not worry about the pollution, which I have fixed by the way. The oxygen we get out of water that we first purify and then split using electrolysis. Again, we burn off the unwanted hydrogen gas and the saline water we dump in a clarifier. Looking at the recipes, this will get interesting. Not only do we get multiple ores out of sorting, there are also processes that require multiple inputs. The next step towards electronics is solder, which we get out of tin and lead, but we have to use the ingots to combine the two. Next should then be resistors. Steel production is similar to lead. We take iron ingots and oxygen to get the steel. For the resistors we need carbon, that I can produce here directly from the coal belt. I want to wait with the resistors until I understand what we need for the green sands to approximate the desired output. If we want to keep up with red sands, we need 6 assemblers for the science. Luckily, 1 for the green circuits is sufficient, but I think we need 2 to supply the resistors. Let's see what I can whip up. Admittedly, this looks like a mess, because it is. But isn't that the charm of this game? You always start out with spaghetti until you optimize enough to get a clean factory layout. We will pick this up next time, where we will see what we can research with the green science. Until then, goodbye!